So thank you, Alexis, for taking the time to do this. I know that you are, what, about 5,000 miles away from us right now.
Yeah,
And,
pretty close to.
I know that you anticipate Halloween and you anticipate Christmas, and now you're anticipating the United Way campaign. So it's great that you reached out to us and you wanted to do a video because you've been a huge supporter and huge help for the United Way in past. So thank you for doing this.
I just really wanted to be a part of, helping an organization that gave so much to me when I was in need as a child and as a young youth. So I'm just happy to be back into the swing of things and giving back to somebody who gave back to me.
So with that in mind, are you comfortable to share with us a little bit how you became involved in youth diversion?
Oh, 100%. So when I was in grade 10 in high school, I'll give you the short and sweet version. In grade 10 in high school, my vice principal decided that I need to be connected with some intervention strategies. So they reached out to Youth Diversion, and I came to school the one day, and there was a lovely counselor named Dave sitting there waiting to see me. And, at the start, I thought to myself, like, I'm barely at school anyways, good luck. Like, just because a counselor's here doesn't mean I'm going to come. But Dave really opened up and showed me that I could be comfortable within the safe space of the school, showed me that there was people out there who really cared for me and wanted me to be the best person that I possibly could be. And he gave me the time and emotional support that I wasn't necessarily receiving from home or my school at that point in my life.
And so what was the connection between you and Dave?
Dave was my rock. He was my substance abuse counselor. He was my friend that I could call during the day if I needed to chat about something. He was my biggest supporter and my biggest fan. And still to this day, I feel a ball in my throat. Still to this day, I will call Dave when anything exciting happens in my life, whether it's a fun, exciting thing, or maybe like I don't know if I should be excited about this. Like, is this okay? I still call him for everything. He, hands down, has been one of my biggest supporters in my life, in my journey to get to where I am today. And the fact that I'm still able to keep that connection with him means a lot. Means a lot to me.
So let's talk about that journey. What would you say has been sort of the hardest thing that you've had to overcome throughout your adolescence?
When I was in high school, I ended up getting mixed into the wrong crowd and decided to start trying some substances that I probably would not have tried had I stayed friends with the people I went into high school with. However, come partway through grade 10, almost grade 11, I ended up starting to go out to the bars and partying with my friends. And I met a group of guys at one of the bars there in Kingston who decided to take advantage of my vulnerabilities, and they ended up human trafficking me. And that is probably one of the hardest things I have had to overcome, and I still struggle with things to this day. But having people at Youth Diversion like Dave, who were able to connect me with resources like SAC, the Sexual Assault Center Kingston, and connect me with some different liaisons at Kingston Police, was really beneficial and very crucial in getting me to where I am today. Having Dave be there to support me through all of that and make sure that I knew I had a shoulder to lean on when I needed some help was great. And it was probably the most life-changing thing that I have ever been through, was having somebody to support me through that. Yeah.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Where exactly are you right now?
Right now, I am in Mission, British Columbia, which is in the Fraser Valley, Lower Mainland. It's pretty close to Vancouver, about an hour away.
I mean, in the physical structure, where are you?
Physical structure. I am at a school right now. So I actually work in Kingston. I ended up working for the same school board that kicked me out, expelled me. And then I picked up and moved across the country. And now I have a job as a child and youth worker at a school in British Columbia. And I'm channeling my inner Dave every single day because I want to be able to reach kids the way that he reached me in my youth. And I want to be able to make a difference like he made a difference in my life. And I want kids to know that there's always somebody rooting for them and that they always have somebody on their team, whether they see that or feel that or not.
So you now have an opportunity. You're no longer even in Ontario, but you still reached out to find a way to support the United Way. Where do you think you would be if not for the work that the United Way does every year to provide funding for agencies such as Youth Diversion and Sexual Assault Center and all the other ones that supported you?
I'm scared to think of where I would be today had I not had support from local agencies that United Way supports. I would probably be addicted to drugs. I have no idea where I would be. Human trafficking is a very scary, scary thing. And, you know, some people get taken from their hometown. Other people, you know, never show back up. They just disappear. So thinking about where I would be today had I not had some intervention with youth diversion is very scary. And it's not something I think about very often because I know it would not be in a good place wherever I did end up. I know I certainly would not be as stable and happy as I am now. It would have been very bad, very, very bad.
So, you know, you're talking to lots of people out here in the Kingston community, trying to help them understand the value and the need to donate to the United Way. Why should somebody donate to the United Way?
Everybody should always be thinking of their loved ones when they're presented with an opportunity like this that the United Way is presenting to everybody in the community. If you think about, you know, a hardship that somebody has overcome or a struggle or a barrier that has really made it difficult for people to thrive in life, and you think about one of your loved ones having to go through that and go through that by themselves, that should be enough for you to want to donate, to make sure that nobody else has to watch their loved ones struggle. And at the end of the day, we're all people. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, like, oh, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's wife, husband. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's a person. And every person deserves a chance to be the best person that they can be. Every person deserves to have the same opportunities as everyone else in their community. And the United Way is striving to give everybody the same opportunities, to support everybody so they can have all the same chances in life to be the best person that they could be. And I think that when you think of it that way, it's kind of like a no-brainer. You want to help people so they can help you. And when I think back to myself, going through high school and struggling with my addiction and being human trafficked, and I had been kicked out of my house and my parents weren't speaking to me and I barely had any friends, I had United Way supporting agencies. And if it wasn't for those agencies, I don't know what my life would look like. So if you maybe take some of my struggles and think about that versus some of your loved one's life, it should be enough to want to donate.
And you know, as powerful as everything that you're talking about, all that cost $2.45 a day. Yep. That's what it cost us to be able to support you during your time of need. And now look at where you are. You know, you are now, you're paying it forward, you're giving it back. You are mentoring kids in a way that hopefully they don't have to go down the path that you went down, all for $2.45 a day. Mm-hmm. Does it take a lot, Alexis?
It does not take a lot. You know, any support that you guys show to United Way agencies positively affect people like myself. And if it wasn't for people like you donating, whether that's big or small, people like me might not have made it out the other end in a successful way.
What a great way to humanize the whole process, eh? You're a shining star, and we're so proud of you here in Kingston. Glad you're doing so well. Miss you a bunch.
I miss you guys too. Yes, for sure.
Thanks for doing this for us, Alexis.
No problem. Thank you so much for letting me continue to be connected with the United Way campaign there in Kingston. Means a lot to me.
They are thrilled. Take care.
Thank you.
Okay.